Former Senate Majority Leader, who of course is now just regular Senator Mitch McConnell, was taken to the hospital on Sunday morning. And I am very sad to announce that as far as we know, he is still alive. So Mitch McConnell keeps feeling the reach, the little bony fingers of the Grim Reaper on him, and somehow will not go along with him. So we still have to deal with this walking corpse in the United States Senate. He can't function. This is not the first time this year he has been admitted to the hospital. He spent 8 days in the hospital earlier this year with, quote, flu-like symptoms, which is a fun way of saying this guy is not going to live much longer and we're not going to tell you what he has. We're just going to say flu-like symptoms. But typically when you get admitted to the hospital, by the time you're released, they don't just say, well, I hope your flu-like symptoms are better. They run tests and they find out what's wrong with you. So unless he had some kind of disease they haven't identified, they know what that flu-like symptom actually was. They're just not telling us because probably pretty bad. But Mitch McConnell should not still be serving in the Senate. His health, his advanced age shows us that this man cannot properly function to do what is needed of him in that job. However, he can't resign. He can't retire. Because if he did, the governor of Kentucky, because this is Senate, not House, would be able to appoint his replacement. Mitch McConnell is a Republican. Andy Beshear, the governor of Kentucky, who would get to appoint his replacement, is a Democrat. And I think we all know which party Beshear would pick to replace McConnell. That's why Mitch McConnell is so desperately holding on to life. Because he knows the second he lets go, Beshear probably already has a list that he's keeping in his pocket because he knows Mitch McConnell is not long for this world. So he probably knows exactly what Democrat he is going to pick. And then that seat that Mitch McConnell has held since I was 2 years old will finally go to a Democrat. So Mitch McConnell is fighting the fight that he cannot continue to fight just so he doesn't lose. And I don't know if anybody has seen a photo of Mitch McConnell, like from the last 2-3 weeks. First of all, he looks like he's lost 50 pounds. I mean, he is now becoming more and more skeletal, so you can see from the outside that his body is not functioning properly. He is not working the way he was, because even up to 6 months ago, he was still chubby, right? He still had the face like that, but now he's wasting away, which kind of makes me wonder, those flu-like symptoms earlier this year that we're not being told about, was it a form of cancer? You don't just start wasting away. Okay, it's not like Mitch McConnell at nearly 90 years old this year decided, you know what, I'm going to go on a diet. I'm going to cut back on the sweets. I'm going to, not listen to Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s upside down food pyramid. I'm going to eat super healthy. That didn't happen. And yet the pounds are melting away from Mitch McConnell. I also don't think at his age he started taking Ozempic either. So something is happening inside of his body that is causing him to not be able to put on weight, that is causing the weight that he had to melt away, and that could be due to a decrease in appetite, which is something that is very common in people with cancer. So, something is going on with Mitch McConnell, something that we are not being told. And he will keep it hidden from everyone so that more calls for him to resign do not become louder, because eventually he's going to be replaced by a Democrat, because there ain't no way that guy's serving out the remainder of his term. Thanks for watching, and if you are not already subscribed to the channel, please do so, and do not forget to like and comment and share widely among your friends.